Greeting interwebs, it is Jackie K. Welcome for some more Let's Go Eevee. Last time, Victory Road. Today, more Victory Road. Maybe we'll actually see the halfway point in Victory Road. Child prophecy, you say? Well, I can't say I'll deliver on your prophecy, but we can at least try. And I think I just remembered, I didn't actually heal a Pokemon between parts, did I? I mean, flying type. Order barely gets any time in the sun anyways. This should work out fine, right? It's not like normal flying just gets butchered by so many things because like fighting type can just resist all the damage in that. Surely it'll just be fine. I say I'm kind of wondering if I should just get rid of Roost. Like, it's nice to have, but in like a single player adventure though, I could just use a potion if I really need to heal up. Gambalayla didn't need a level, but that didn't stop Gambalayla anyways. And I actually paid attention to what the Pokemon was this time. It was a Marowak. No. Can a Pokeball Plus get Joy-Con drift? Because it certainly feels like it sometimes. I'm sure it's just like my big thumb on the tiny control stick this thing has. But it all can't just be coincidence. I was gonna say this would be the perfect time to have Order come into play, but then I realized that Order is about to collapse. We could try out this new Solar Beam that TM that we got last time. A little worried about backfiring because of the 2-turn thing, but it's 200 damage. This should obliterate it. So I got it. At what cost? Let's not think about that. Jenny girl, you got anything new to learn? I guess not. Sure was. And I guess that was kind of worth our troubles, especially with like getting to a point where I kind of need more and more revives. So, where to go now? If I can help it at all, I'd like to find the officer and just get healed up again. There we go. Hello, Bat. Yeah, I hate wasting Ultra Balls on you, but it's just not even worth the hassle to swap between Pokeballs, especially when you break out of Ultra Balls despite having a green circle around ya. Anyways. What is? Just gotta keep pressing forward, I suppose. Alright. What's been going on with Pokemon and all that? And yeah, I'm kind of still blanking out what to talk about. It's kind of off tangent and only real relevant to the Pokemon Go fans, but there is a new season coming out. We're just finishing up the, quote, season of celebration and moving on to, I forget the exact name, but it's like, this season will be legendary type of thing. And so far it seems to be the gimmick's gonna be, there's gonna be a focus around legendary Pokemon. Now I should check out the news again, because I was like listening to the GoCast podcast earlier today. And I kind of like, there's something that caught my eyes, or in this case of a podcast, my ears. They kind of just like, it didn't retain in my head, but it seemed like it would have been real interesting. And then there's like some sort of special legendary event. Like I know we get like a legendary raid hour every Wednesday in Pokemon Go, where like whatever the legendary Pokemon in raids, you like becomes a lot easier to find and find the raids, so you can actually get them done. But I don't know, I'm kind of just blinking out on it. So that might be worth picking up later on. And I don't know, like, I'm a little bittersweet in all of it, but it wouldn't hurt to like read it over again or like listen to another podcast. I think follow 3 different podcasts just a Pokemon Go. So it's not like I'm definitely gonna. I am gonna hear that news again because they're all podcasts that go over the news. I didn't even need to fight you because I fought the girl. But alas, here we are fighting the dude because I got lost. Fantastic. Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Leading my bird up against the electric Pokeballs. At least I can like do a bait and switch. This feels like it's been a hot minute since Tina Eddy actually got any sort of chance to shine. So let's see how this goes down. Podcast. Like, yeah, I'm trying to like remember all the legendary things that are going on this legendary season. But per usual, I retain things badly. Not gonna make the analogy I always make. So there's probably like there was a lot of news in that season update. So I'm probably blanking on a few things. You know what? I am gonna take full-fledged opportunity of the fact that our victory bell got a new level and bring it out for some action. Do I want to go for the solar beam though? Or will like the Mega Drain do enough of itself? I don't think I have anything to really be afraid of with Kingler. So I think I have the time to set it up. I think it's kind of funny because I think this is the most I ever actually used Solar Beam in years. It's a great move, but with that 2-turn thing, of course you have X-Scissor. At least I'm neutral to it and not weak. But of course you have a bug type move. Like for my grass type. Yeah, look at that powerful nuke. Speaking of nukes, what I usually like to do is like Fire Red, Leaf Green especially. You eventually get super moves for your starters, which is pretty much the Hyper Beam, pretty much like Hyper Beam, but with extra typing. Blast Burn for the fire types. Frenzy Plant for the grass types and Hydro Cannon for the water types. And again, it's like an elemental Hyper Beam, so you just like go in, go for your nuke, knock it out, and because of the way the game works, you can just like go. Cause like in the miniseries games, I don't remember if this game does it, but usually like you can swap your Pokemon. Of course it did. I just saw it. Like if you go for a Hyper Beam like move, knock out the Pokemon, then you get asked, do you want to use this move? Do you want to switch out? You can just switch out and cancel out the side effect, because the side effect of the Hyper Beams, you do a powerful hit, but you're just left vulnerable for the following turn. Which our good friend Pidgeot will demonstrate for us. Ooh. Yeah. Now it's just stuck there doing diddly squat, and I can just heal up and pretend like nothing ever happened. This is a lame game, but I think it's working out. 2 Swords Dances? I feel like the king of the world. And you're really gonna just Hyper Beam again? I should have Hyper Potions. I'll admit, I was playing ballsies, like being stubborn, not actually healing my health up all the way. I only have myself to blame for that mess. I'm sorry, Order. Oh, it was such a shame because we could have had an awesome sweep going, but I just had to get greedy. And here we are. Oh yeah, elemental moves. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Fun thing to do would be to like unleash a Hyper Beam like move. Get the prompt of do you want to swap? Swap away, and I can just ignore the side effect of just staying still and being vulnerable. those were always fun times. Try to remember if there was something like else super prominent that I'm forgetting about. It's not coming to mind at the moment, so maybe I'll think of it in the future. Would be nice to like actually do some things with some starters and try to remember the last time I used a certain Pokemon, but now I'm blanking on what the Pokemon was. I really wish I had more spare time to do more playthroughs. And I really wish it didn't like feel like they dragged on sometimes, because there's a lot of Pokemon, even of the original 150, they haven't used. I think like this playthrough will probably knock out a good chunk of them, if I'm gonna be honest. But I'm sure there's still a few others, like Starmie. Apologies. That one really blanking out of my mind. Alright. You know, before I like tap A several dozen times, let me look ahead and make sure I'm taking this the right way. Yep, that's where we gotta go. And if this was the main series, this is a game besides Let's Go Eevee, I could just like hold left until I eventually got to where I want. But no, instead I have to like click down this stick every time I want to press forward, and we go through this over and over and over again. I'm not gonna drag that joke out. This concept drags itself out way too much as is. But at least I don't have to worry about like accidentally pushing it up with this tiny controller in tow. Well, and on the tangent of tiny controllers, I did get a Joy-Con. It's a shame I can't use it for Let's Go, because that's not the direction that the game was going for. But I finally, after all these years of having the Switch, got the Switch Pro controller. And I just used it earlier on this live stream to do some like speedrun practice, like try to get some categories in individual levels of speedrun for Celeste. And it was actually kind of fun. Like, I felt like, for the first time in a while, I actually felt like everything I did, anytime I made a mistake, that it was my fault and not the game. There's a few things to still get used to, like where the start button is, and it's a little bigger than what I'm used to playing with. But I'm sure I'll get used to it relatively quickly, and it kind of like works as less game in itself. I'm kind of curious if like, I don't know why it would, but I'm kind of wondering if this Switch Pro controller would actually work with my computer, because I do have a PC version of Celeste. And worst case scenario, I do have a PC controller, so it's not even like I'm missing out on anything. But there's been some fun stuff I've been finding in the Celeste community, and now that I actually have a PC version, maybe I can sit down one of these days and actually like set up something like the, I guess it would be the equivalent of the Steam Workshop sort of things, to like play custom levels and stuff like that. It probably won't be for a while, because there's definitely, like, if I'm gonna venture into that, let's call it realm, there's an idea that I really want to do. Originally I wanted to do it not too long after completing this playthrough of Let's Go Eevee, but considering how close we are to being done already, I kind of get the feeling that might get put on hold for just a little bit longer. But let's just say, I don't want to flat out say what I want to do, because there is a chance I might back out of it, but there's definitely games that I want to revisit, and I think for the power of the internet, I can revisit them in a way that's familiar, but new and refreshing. And I think that would make a fun live stream game. Maybe not like, it wouldn't be the most interactive live stream, but it would kind of be like what we're doing here now, and just like, basically I'm recording for YouTube, but I'm doing it on Twitch. And that way, like, if chat comes in and wants to say hi, we can like bring up conversations and like keep myself from just talking about the battles over and over and over again. Add a little diversity and flair to the commentary. That's the whole point of doing this series on a live stream, But I'm kind of wondering if it worked out well, because I feel like instead of like encouraging people to come in and chat, it feels like I just keep pushing them away, because the majority of them want to interact with me in a more direct way. It's just weird, because I know like people can pull this off, like Tom Fox, or I'm just gonna name the people, no reason not to shout them out. Tom Fox, Steven Plays, they both have YouTube series where they just record their Let's Plays and the chat can chat, and they don't even like talk with the chat too much while going through with it. Wait, is this already the way out? That's a bit quicker than I thought. However, we're not done. There is something in particular that I want to get out of this place. And I could have sworn like the game kind of forced you to at least see the thing before coming out from here. But apparently not. Do I fight the coach trainer now, or do I try to go for the thing? Maybe it's down here. No, that's the way I came. And I go this way, but pretty sure that would like push me out. I mean, we're about at like 16 minutes. I could probably fight the coach trainer and puts me back where I left off. Let me just check to see where if this goes anywhere special. No, I'm pretty sure I already was this way. That said, though, before we end things off, I want to finish up what I was saying about just... I know, maybe it's just because they already have an audience and they routine it, but they're able to like pull off basically live recordings like I do here, and still like have like the chat's able to engage with themselves, and people actually enjoy watching it. I'm kind of like trying to figure out what I'm doing, what I'm not doing that they are. Because I feel like they're able to pull it off so well, and like a lot of times I feel like I'm just pushing away people when I don't even mean to. Going for this sort of thing. I think part of it is just like audience rotation. And it feels like no matter what game you're playing, people are always trying to... Even, like, I'm surprised, like, I could probably be playing a single player game like Celeste and people would still be, like, trying to ask me for Pokemon battles or something. Like, that specific example's never happened, but kind of just how it feels when I'm trying to do a live recording session and people try to want to trade or battle with me while I'm trying to do it. Like, I want to be inclusive of the people, the community coming in, but I am doing the stream with a very specific mission, and like I'm willing to improvise, but like, shoot, I meant to switch. Of course I did. I guess we're having a Gyarados face-off. Yeah, I just all that ponder is just to say that like I feel like there's something that I'm missing with the format of this type of show. It's not even like I'm like ignoring this chat. Like, as much as I can without like breaking the immersion for the YouTube audience, I feel like I am like interacting with the chat as they come in. Thank you, Hubalele. Without you, because of you, we're gonna win this battle, and we have hope to win the war. What do you got left for me? Confused? That's fine. I'm gonna just swap out after this anyways. Tauros. Shame I don't have a fighting type. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Jenna Girl. She's gonna be our all-around... She's our wild card. Or I don't know if wild card or trump card would be a more appropriate term. She covers our base. She's her go-to when there's no else to go. And all these are neutral. I think this is finally the moment we go for double edge. Everything is neutral anyways, so why not just get as much damage off as possible? Not a huge fan of that. Kinda put me like, if I wasn't already in a vulnerable range, that definitely did the trick. Who's my most bulky Pokemon? Wow, I thought like Gambalea would be closer to our bulker, but Hoopa actually has more physical defense than Gambalea. That caught me off guard. I think like Jenna Girls like takes the best out of everyone we have. Do I just like heal spam until I like get through the potion or get through the fresh and it confuses itself? I guess so. Yeah, I thought we were almost done with this, but I think like this war is far from over. If you could pull off some OP power with your power of friendship, Jenna Girl, it'd be much appreciated. Just dodge and magical attack, or like allow us to survive a hit. What if it was like it's exactly what we need, but I feel really, really, really bad. I'm so sorry, Jenna Girl. That was not fair. You deserve to survive that battle. And that move you saw at the point of battle, I never saw coming. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen like double edging when you're at 1 HP coming either. And get outrage. I mean, I feel like the one Pokemon that we're actually going to use the move with already has it. But hey, why not? Sure. What better way to end off an episode of Let's Go Eevee going through the Pokemon League than with another Zubat? You know what? Because I think like I'm gonna end off. There is something else I want to do here, but because I think I'm gonna end off the stream after this episode. Let's like at least showcase the Pokemon League. That way, worst case scenario, if I get too sidetracked, we can just fly back there later. Why? It's the fight that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Yeah, you know what? It looks like we kind of need a heal anyways. Especially before we go after the big thing that I'm thinking of. Which is the way out? This way, I believe? Indeedly do-da-dee. Screw it. I got like dozens of your baby brethren. I can wait to catch a Golbat. Here we are though. That was the end of Victory Road. And as we go on forward here, there it is. The objective we've been working towards all this time. The Pokemon League. Before we make our way into the Indigo Plateau and begin our Pokemon League adventure, one, I want to check to see if we can fly here with Jen and Girl at any time now. Indeed we can. I got a tiny bit of unfinished business left back in Victory Road. Until then though, take care.